So the fact that we ended up at Crossroads was pretty crazy, because at the challenge, we were actually declared the winners, but there had to be a video review, and it turns out that we lost by a split second. But the way it felt, like we thought we won, so we were all pumped, and it kind of felt like, imagine being in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, and you just make a basket to go up by 2 with a second left in the game, and the other team inbounds the ball and shoots it from half court and makes a game-winning three-pointer. That's what it felt like. Just, man, like they just totally took the wind out of our sails. But anyway, it is what it is. And Jon Snow went home for various reasons. And, another example of somebody that was probably playing the game a little bit too hard, too quick. So hopefully today we will fare better. And I just think it's interesting, like the Whisper Room. We have not gone to the Whisper Room a single time yet. And I think it's because we've been on the same page. But I can guarantee you, if I feel like I'm in jeopardy of going home tonight, the Whisper Room will be utilized. Not that I feel like I am, but if I ever get that vibe, I will definitely use the Whisper Room.
Hey, just wanted to make a confessional because I definitely forgot Friday. I was feeling very sad, and immediately after voting Ron out, I felt like it was the wrong move. I miss. This is gonna be the first time we're on camera, but I'm gonna miss like her bubbly personality. I just feel like there's maybe some other people that we could have voted out. But, just like this early in the game, going with what the tribe thinks as a majority is better. But yeah, it just sucked. So we'll see how tonight goes. I'm just hoping for a win because I do not want to go to Crossroads again. But yeah, other than that, just kind of hanging in there and seeing what's going on. So nothing too crazy, hopefully.
Well, I survived Crossroads, you boys. Survived Crossroads. So that was pretty intense. We lost Ron. And you know what? I liked Ron, but Ron was just a little all over the place. Like Bobby said, Ron, she was playing too hard, too fast, and it just bit her in the butt, right? We loved Ron. It was a scavenger hunt tonight, and we just couldn't pull it through. But I had Wendell, Team Wendell, our Captain Wendell, followed me on Instagram and even messaged me back. I wished him a happy birthday. He says he has high expectations of us, so I didn't even know what to say to that. His heart reacted it, and I'm just going to try my best. I'm just going to grind to try to win this game. So yeah, tonight we had to vote out Ron. We did a little moving around, trying to figure out who's who and what's what. And so basically Bobby, it was basically Bobby's idea, but I wasn't against it. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't against it. Troy was pushing towards Shannon, but I like Shannon, and I kind of got a deal with Shannon. Like, I want to work with Shannon. So going against Shannon right now wasn't part of my thing, so I wasn't trying to do that. But yeah, we had to make a move. I'm starting to like Schneidman a little bit more. I might try to pull some numbers together. You know what I mean? Everyone knows I played now, so I revealed it because Ron figured it out. So I had to vote Ron out. You know what I mean? She's too much. She just knew too much. She knew too much. But we love Ron, right? But she did figure it out, and it wasn't like I won or nothing. You guys seen what happened? I got party swapped, party screwed. But yeah, we're just we're here. We're trying to win, and it's Friday night, and yeah, so. We're down in numbers, 7-8 for Team Wendell, for Team Adam. But I feel a party swap coming soon. And you know what? Dear Lord, if you're listening, give me a good party swap, please. Thank you. Amen. So we're expecting a good party swap. And yeah, in my eyes, a good party swap would be like me, Bobby, Troy, Schneidman. On a party, right? That'd be sick, right? Because I think I could trust those guys. So if we do get a party swap, Let's hope we get the right numbers. Let's hope we can go all the way. Let's at least get to the merge this time, right? I'd at least like to get to the merge. But I feel like I'm sitting in a pretty good position right now. I'm having a hard time finding these advantages, so I probably won't find any, but we're going to keep playing hard. We're going to keep trying. This is my 5th confessional, and that's it. So we're going to see you guys on Sunday. Well, it won't be Sunday when you see this, but it's Friday now. So I'll see you on Sunday. We'll see you on Sunday, and I'm looking forward to winning. Peace.
Well, today we had to do a scavenger hunt, and I was up against 4 people on Team Adam by myself for quite a while. I stayed in as long as I could. Unfortunately, I lost. I did not have any materials at my house to make a volcano. Hopefully my team isn't mad that I'm kind of the one that ended up getting us out at the end, but I mean, they all got out before me, and then we had to vote out Ron, and it's definitely hard to keep voting people out of the team, and it's still early, so I can't even imagine how much harder it's going to get from here. Let's just hope we get a few more wins and things don't shake up anymore, and we get to see some Adam people go home.
Okay. So, I thought Troy looked familiar when I heard his name and saw his face for a second. And then when he said what charity he was working for, I thought even harder. And because of that thing that y'all made us do last night, I've done a whole lot of digging. And I'm pretty sure that this is Troy as well. But so now I know that two people have previous. Troy was in last season, but wasn't able to come back. They had a personal issue or whatever. Something happened. It was really kind of sad that they couldn't go because it had just gotten started. And I like Troy and I like John, so I'm pretty glad. I know John was the one who approached me about the Alliance, and I think it was Bobby and Troy, but I know for sure I think Troy. So hopefully, I don't know what to do with this information because there's that same kind of information existing out there about me and my friend that's around here. So do I tell them what I know? Or do I keep it to myself? Or do I tell them what I know and then comfort them with same information about me? Y'all are stressing me out.
Okay, day 4. A lot went down. So, as I believe I mentioned, last night I earned the opportunity to go to the summit and earn an advantage in the game. I was told I'd be meeting somebody from Team Adam there. I was also told that it would require me to be sneaky and that I'd have to quietly go off away from my party. Now, given the mechanics of Discord, I didn't really think that'd be possible. I really didn't think I'd be able to go to another room away from my party without anybody noticing. So, after we lost the exemption challenge, I decided to be open. I decided to tell everybody I have this opportunity to earn an advantage. I also realized I didn't want to put a target on my back. So I thought of a very clever idea. I said, why doesn't somebody else go so that we can earn it for all of us? Somebody who's better at the challenges. I did that for a few reasons. One, I wanted to give them the idea that I wasn't confident in myself, which I was, sneaky. I also wanted to give, if somebody else had an advantage, and we all knew they had an advantage, it'd be easy to put a target on my back. But if I said something like, no, I'll be terrible, I won't be able to win it, can somebody else go, please? That, even if I got something, I think that'd be a good way to kind of reduce the threat level a little bit. Just get everybody thinking, oh, this guy, he has no swag whatsoever. So I go, and we meet Janet there. Janet from the television program Survivor, Island of the Idols. Holly is enamored. I play it cool because, you gotta be a person in the world. Be a person in the world. Don't be a star fucker. You know what I mean? But it was lovely to see Janet. I think Janet's great. Anyway, we're given the option. Either compete in a challenge where the winner gets a compass for tonight and for Sunday. It's only eligible then. Or we can both agree to shake hands, go our separate ways, get a steal a vote. I think about this. I know before I go, I am told before I leave by Rachel, my alliance buddy, we're going after Rod. I'm pretty confident in that. I'm also pretty confident that even if we lose on Sunday, I ain't going anywhere. So this compass is really useless to me, and there's no reason to let Holly have a compass. So, enjoy your extra vote. Side note, when we got to the summit, Holly had somebody follow her there, and that person was Hager. They kick him out of the room, but he saw what he saw. So I know by the look on Holly's face, she didn't tell her party where she was going. I get to come back, be open. I have an extra vote. It's for everybody. I get to look, not terrible. That was my only goal. Just don't look terrible. Don't look like a threat. I think I achieved that. I think I made everybody feel good, that I'm a team player, that I'm not trying to kick anybody's ass. Fucking these guys, Troy and Bobby, say I have character. That's the first time somebody says I have character since I won a character award in the 2nd grade, okay? So, if they want to say I have character, if they want to think I have character, great. So I come back with an extra vote. I think Holly might have gotten herself in a little bit of trouble tonight. So I come back. We're all unanimous on Ron. And Ron didn't really make any money moves to try to get herself out of that jam. We all sat in the same room for like the last 20 minutes before the crossroad, talking about our favorite concerts and ephemera like that. And Ron just kind of took it. And then she went unanimously. It always sucks to vote somebody out and lose a number. She would have been loyal. But the channel's going to be a lot quieter. So somebody's going to have to make conversation. Won't be me, though. Let's see who feels awkward. I guess it'll be Shannon. She talks, too, which is good. I like Shannon. And I like my whole alliance I have going. I think Shannon, Rachel, JJ, Bobby, we have a thing. We have a connection. Bobby wanted to try to get me to keep my extra vote a secret because he was worried that it would put a target on my back. Fuck that. I'm also not, only telling Bobby. Okay? On my alliance list, Bobby is at the bottom of my alliance to me. I like Bobby. He's at the bottom of my alliance. I'm not keeping it a secret from everybody else. That's ludicrous. It was a good Friday. We did good work. I'm excited to come back on Sunday and continue the work.
Whew. Wow. Just survived another crossroads. When I saw my name, I got nervous. I had a feeling that Ron might vote for me. We hadn't had the chance to talk one-on-one, but the fact that she did vote for me makes me nervous because that might mean that other people are kind of saying my name first to her. Maybe I am a target, so yeah, I've been doing shitty in these challenges. That rock really got me. That really had to be the first one. I had so many other things up here lined up, but a rock 3 floors down did me dirty, got me out of the challenge first. So, yeah, that was unfortunate, but I'm really happy to still be in the game. I'm hoping that we're going to win the next challenge or two, and hopefully then have some kind of swap, which will allow me to expand my social connections a little bit more. I'm really happy that JJ, Schneidman, and Rachel really do seem to have my back. I also feel like Jon Snow has my back. I'm a little bit skeptical about Troy, just because I haven't really had the chance to talk to him as much. And same with Bobby. I really like them both as, individually as people, but game-wise, I'm not so sure they're on my side, so I'm definitely cautious of those two. But yeah, just happy to be here another night and survive another day.
It's day 4, day 5. I think this is day 5. Well, Team Wendell, we took a loss tonight, so we had to go to Crossroads. Wasn't going to vote for Ron. Told her I wouldn't vote for her, but if the whole group is voting for someone, I can't go against them. It's too early to put a target on my back right now. I feel the same way as I did when voting against Deshaun. There was just too much against her. There was no thought of anybody else from anybody other than her and me talking about Shannon. But other than that, everybody else was Ron. So that, and I know Jon Snow and Bobby and me talked about it, and according to both of them, they would have kept it quiet if me or Jon Snow threw another vote against Shannon or somebody else. But I just feel like that gives them a little bit of ammo that I don't want them to have yet. If I would have threw another vote, it would have been 2 against Shannon and the rest against Ron. Then Bobby or Jon Snow could have had that ammo to use against me later on in the game. Hopefully Sunday night we can pull a win. Not have to worry about voting someone. As far as being me, I don't feel like there's too much against me right now. I think there's still a couple other people in front of me that will go before me, and hopefully I don't have to worry about that at all. I'm gonna enjoy my solid day off tomorrow. Go see this country concert with my wife, and that's about it. So, see you guys on Sunday.
Tonight was something. Couldn't believe what happened. Team Wendell voted me out. And so I'm like, really? But at the same time, I do understand. I had tech issues. I didn't hear all the rules. I was playing with what I knew, playing with the knowledge that I had, the little knowledge that I had. So therefore, I couldn't really carry out what I needed to do for the team. So I understand. But they did it with love. And Ron was upfront with me. She let me know, hey, Deshaun, this is what's going down. Nothing personal, but, because of the tech issues, we feel a certain way. So that was a bitter pill to swallow, although I know they love me and I do love them. Even the little time we had together, we worked well together. They are great people and I have nothing against them. I really don't. But it was tough. It's tough anytime someone has to let you go or they make a decision to let you go. So I'm trying to, calm down and just, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Team Adam welcomed me with open arms. And I'm like, you know what? At first I was like, I feel like I'm betraying Team Wendell. But at the same time, Team Wendell kind of let me go. I'm not going to say it's betrayal, but they let me go. So, hey, if I have an opportunity to keep playing the game, playing for my charity, playing for the team as a whole, the charity as a whole, then I'm going to do that. So I made a decision to stay with Team Adam because they embraced me. They wanted me. And, so I have to look out for me. I have to look out for what I want and what the outcome that I want. So this was something. Hey, but I'm in it to win it. I don't give up, never give up. I'm a strong woman. I'm tough. And hey, we're going to roll with it. So here we go.
Hey, what's going on there, folks? I just thought I would give my daily confessional, and I would like to start with the challenge itself. My personal favorite of all time, the scavenger hunt. And let me tell you something. Whenever Jess sent the list last night, I knew exactly what the challenge was going to be, and that's because I played in a pre-evolution game of Expedition Online called Survivor Online, and I even played in a few Expedition Online minis. So I was ecstatic to find out that the challenge was a scavenger hunt. I knew exactly how the challenge would go, the format, and everything. And I was actually going in with the mindset that I'm not going to tell my party mates what the challenge is, just in case if there was a double crossroads and it was for individual exemption, and also because I don't want them knowing that I already know a lot about Expedition Online in general. I was also going in with the mindset, though, that I was going to be ready and prepared beforehand. So after work, I go outside with a bag and I collect a few sticks, rocks, and leaves, just in case if he asks for anything like that on the challenge. And as soon as I get home, I threw stuff on my bed from previous scavenger hunts that I've used before, just in case. And let me tell you something, I spent a good 30 minutes throwing tons of stuff in my room, and unfortunately, you guys threw me a curveball, and out of the many things that we had to get, only about 3, maybe 4 things were actually in my room. So I was still running around my house like crazy, and my grandma was probably wondering, like, what the hell is this kid up to now? But anyways, though, I finished in second. Little salty, to be honest with you, because in every other challenge, like every other scavenger hunt that I've done, I finished in second. I can't seem to break that streak of second place for some reason. But the good news is that my party won, and that's really what matters. But I think from this, though, that there was a reward at stake. And that's just because of the fact me and Meredith were the last 2 remaining, but Jonathan still had his face off. And I'm thinking it was because of reward, because as soon as we get back to camp after the challenge, there's this room called the Summit. And I see Holly and Schneiderman are in that room. And I think the reward was that Meredith got to pick one person from our party and one person from the other party to join Janet and possibly get an advantage. Well, I already know it's an advantage. But anyways, though, I think that's how the people in the Summit were determined, was from winning this challenge here. And it actually brings up a few theories in my head of what I'm thinking about this, because I have this theory that Sophia and Meredith are secretly working together. And I know Meredith didn't pick Sophia, but she picked Schneidman. And I know Sophia and Schneidman are close because the first day, me, Schneiderman, and Sophia were in a room together. So I'm thinking in my head, like, out of all the people she could have picked from the opposite party, she picked someone that I already know has a connection with Sophia. And like I said, I once saw her, Meredith, Holly, and Kayla in the same room together. So I'm theorizing that there is a majority alliance in this game, and it consists of them 4, but I also think that Adam is in it too. My bad, not Adam, Matthew. I get them too confused, even though there's not an Adam on our team. But Matthew, Holly, Meredith, Kayla, and Sophia are the majority alliance, is what I think it is. And like I said, it just makes sense to me just because of the fact, out of anybody, and I shouldn't say sense, but it just adds to my theory, because out of anyone from the opposite party, that's who she chooses, which I know Schneidman is close to Sophia, but I'm keeping my eye on that. So, but that's what I think. Yeah, that's all I think I have for today. I'm very excited that my group won. I'm kind of bummed out that I finished in second, honestly, but hey, hopefully I'll get the next time if I ever play again. So, catch you guys next time. Hey, good morning there, guys. Just thought I would shoot a quick confessional. I do understand yesterday was a hard off day, but I was still thinking of Expedition Online just a little bit, and that possible majority alliance that I think exists, but it might not too, that consists of Kayla, Sophia, Matthew, Meredith, and Holly. And the entire time yesterday, I was asking myself, why do I think that this alliance even exists? And I think it still boils down to the Nate vote. and that everybody was on the boot Nate train as soon as I said it. And that tells me two things, possibly. A, that I'm actually leading the charge, which I hope people don't see that, because I'm trying to keep a lower profile, not trying to make myself a target, and I'm not being as loud and as crazy as I know I can be. Or B, that everybody's just paranoid and they think it's them, so they're willing to go with any name that's thrown out other than theirs. But I don't think that was necessarily the case, because I do understand also that I did say that he threw the stray vote, but I don't think that's a legitimate excuse to immediately jump on the boot Nate train, especially whenever he was the highest scoring party person too on our tribe for that challenge. And the only person that really wanted Sophia out other than Nate was Hager. So I think Sophia is a lot more connected than I gave her credit for, which I already knew she was connected. It's just that she's a lot higher up in the power rankings I did in my last confessional, or not my last one, but one of my other confessionals. She's a lot higher up. But anyways, though, if we do lose today, whether this alliance exists or not, I would like to take a shot at it. I know it's going to leave me in a very bad spot if I do it and it doesn't exist, but if I do it and it does exist, it's going to definitely make my game better. So I would like to take out Meredith out of those 5 if possible. I think for sure Meredith, Sophia, and Holly are working together, so I feel like I would have to either pull Kayla or Matthew in to vote with me, Deshaun, and Hager to take out Meredith. And how I think I could get this to work is that I would like to, whichever one I try to pull over, maybe they can tell the other ones, hey, let's split the vote between Deshaun and somebody else, even myself, I don't care. And it would end up basically being a 4-2 vote, assuming they split the vote, and Kayla or Matthew vote with me, Hager, and Deshaun. And I really would like to work with Deshaun going forward, because she's really honest, I feel like. I don't think she's going to lie to me at all. And she's a little clueless in the game, so I feel like I could easily use that to my advantage. But hopefully we don't lose today, but if we do, I would definitely like to take a shot at this potential 5-person alliance that I'm not a part of. So I guess we'll see how it goes. And also, I found out some information that I cannot wait to spill out later that I found on Facebook. So I'm really excited about that, and I'll probably be shooting another confessional here eventually later in the day, just explaining what I found. So, but that's all I have for you guys, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Hello. Okay. So tonight could not have been more stressful for me. So let's talk about the summit first. No, let's talk about the challenge first. First of all, I'm just going to tell you that my daughter has had Band-Aids on her freaking counter in her bathroom, I think, for as long as we've lived in this house. I knew exactly where they were, and I went to grab one, and guess what? They were not there because she cleaned her bathroom. What? What? Oh my gosh, I've been asking her to clean her bathroom for like 9,000 years. And today, the day of the scavenger hunt, which, oh, by the way, is literally my favorite on the planet. I love scavenger hunts. Love them. Which is why I was so pissed off that I got eliminated. Couldn't find a Band-Aid. And I don't feel like it took me very long, but obviously it was too long because I got eliminated. But super glad we won. Now, I'll talk about winning versus the summit, because I believe if we would have lost and had to go to tribal, we would have been like scrambling all over the place. Nobody would have missed me at all. And I think I would have made the same deal, except that I think he would have made me compete if it was the other way around, because he wouldn't have had anything to do, right? So, for me, at least, that is what it was like. That is where the struggle was for me, because once I got to the summit, and then once Hagar got there, I was like, what's going on? I was like, Hagar! Ah! Because I was, first of all, very excited that Janet was there. But more important than that, was excited to see the other dude, John. But then I was super confused to see Hager, and I was like, ooh, he won the advantage too. And then he left, and I was like, shit, no, he didn't. And then I was like, oh, he just told the whole tribe that you're in here. I was like, ah! So I had to make it quick. So anyway, I was excited to have made the deal to just be like, you take your extra vote, I'll take my extra vote. We're going to extra vote it out together. But then because Hagar saw me, I had zero choice but to tell everybody what I did, because he saw me. I mean, he saw me in there, and then probably told everybody that I was in there, and that's exactly what happened. So I had to do what I had to do. I just hope that they bought it and believed that it was pure chance, like pure luck of the draw, pure chance. Because I didn't know what else to say. I didn't want to talk about the secret advantage, so I was just like, well, I don't know how I got there. Right? So, I don't know. Like I said, hopefully they bought it, and hopefully I was able to kind of play dumb enough that they did it. I don't know. I'm a little bit maybe concerned that people were upset that I didn't tell them beforehand, but obviously I didn't know beforehand. So, well, I mean, I did know beforehand, but I didn't know, I don't think with enough time to have told anyone, because yesterday we were trying to like vote someone out, and then like that's the deal. Right after tribal, you're talking, but nobody ever leaves again, right? Nobody ever like goes out of the room to go get water or to go do any of that stuff yet. And I don't know if it's just because we all seemingly are very cohesive. I mean, I have a pecking order, at least in my brain, like of who I want to see gone at what point. But I don't know. I mean, we literally tonight spent the entire hour and whatever and a half in the room just talking to each other. So like, there's no time to ever just like strategize and just talk one-on-one or two-on-one or three-on-one, whatever the case is. So so there's that. And then the last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was, kind of just telling the tribe that like I'll play the advantage whenever, like the extra vote, like it's not a big deal. Like this is actually the first secret advantage I've ever found. So I'm thrilled to be able to have found it. But also, you know, an idol does me no good tonight. I didn't need it, and I may not need it next time. So it is what it is, right? I don't know. I really do think that hope that it went like all as well as possible, so that people like believed me, because I mean, I totally will use it for us if we need it, right? Especially if we're in the minority. They don't need to know that unless Schneider told them, but I don't know that he did. But I thought that my like presentation was pretty amazing. Like, we can compete, but you're away from your tribe. So like, do you want to stay away, or do you just want an extra vote? You can use it or not. It's up to you, right? So I was glad that he decided to just take it and go. Yeah, I don't know. I think like thoughts on the tribe where we are right now. I will just say I'm feeling like I still closely want to work with Meredith and Kayla and Matthew, then Hager, and then Sophia, then Dixon, then Deshawn. 7, 8. Yeah, I think that's all of our people. I don't know. I think that I just like those people. Connect with those people. I don't want to say like, because that's not fair. I connect with those people the most, and I feel like they make thoughtful, well-planned decisions versus like, I'm going to do this just because it's Tuesday, right? So anyway, those are my thoughts on the game today. I do want you to know, though, that I was ready. I had my book, right? And I was thinking that we were going to end up having to like do some weird, crazy crap like this. Maybe this is my thoughts, right? That we were going to have to like hold up this like poetic, I would have had to start it this way better. I would not have lasted very long. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great night, have a great weekend. I will talk to you later. Ciao.
Okay, so this is my confessional for Expedition Online. I'm all done up because I'm going to a wedding. I know I have like a full face of makeup on, and this is the best I'm going to look for a confessional ever, but that's why. So we played the scavenger hunt game, the notorious scavenger hunt game in Expedition Online. It was really, really fun. That was the first time I had fun during a challenge instead of being stressed the hell out. And I lasted pretty long, so I'm happy that I could show my tribe that I was a valuable member of the team. I haven't really done terrible with any of the challenges yet, which I was a little bit worried about. So I'm hoping to keep my streak of, you know, even though I'm not the best, I'm not the worst, so that's really all that matters. We went back to camp, and I think that we really get along together as a group as best as you can with such a cutthroat game like this. We really started sharing information more about the advantages. So I hope that that's bonding us as a team. We all figured out that Holly got an extra vote. She was pretty upfront about that, and I hope that she's telling the truth. As far as the circumstances in which she got picked for that, I don't really believe it, but I'm not going to say that right now. I'm not going to say that in front of her, or even in front of anybody else. I think that I've really underestimated Holly, and I think that she might be best positioned in this tribe. Everyone really likes her. So the next time we have a strategy session, I'm really, really going to work hard on her. She's my number one priority right now. My number two priority would be Hagar, because I know he was feeling a little bit on the outs last time, even if he wouldn't admit it, because he was the one kind of going to bat for Nate. He was really the only one, and he eventually got on board, but I could tell that he was getting a little bit paranoid. So I want to keep him at ease. I think that he feels good with me. I did kind of shit talk him a little bit in that strategy session. You know, I think I kind of got a little bit too excited, so I hope that didn't come back to him, and if it did, I hope I'm able to repair it. Another person I really need to focus on is Deshawn, because I was kind of casting her aside the whole strategy round, and nobody else was, and she was pulled in tribal twice by people, and I was kind of shocked because I don't really have a relationship with her, and my strength in this game is having relationships with people. So those are the three people I'm going to really, really focus on. I hope that Meredith and Matthew feel good about me, because those are the two that I've gotten the best vibe from. So I'm hoping to get an alliance, like a formal alliance with them, and probably Sophia also. I think that's my best bet. I'm wondering if they will want to have Holly in it, which I don't love, but I'm gonna act like I love it. I think that the people in danger next round, hopefully it's not me. Again, I don't have the best read because we're voting unanimously, so it's hard to get a good read. If I had to guess, Hagar's been throwing Dixon's name out lightly. Hagar had his name thrown out a little bit last round. And then maybe even still Deshawn, because she, you know, wasn't part of our team, and we are still not exactly sure how loyal she'll be. So I think those three could be in trouble. We shall see though. So until next time, bye.
What's going on, guys? Matthew here, here for my 5th confessional. So today we finally won a challenge. So let's break it down a little. Today's challenge was a scavenger hunt, and I didn't really know what that would entail. They told us we just needed our running shoes, but basically whatever item they said we had to go find in our house and then bring it back in front of our cameras. And I felt like I was at a slight disadvantage because my room up here is so far from like the kitchen and everything, and that was actually my downfall. Is they asked us to go get a frying pan, and I'm like so far from my kitchen, so I sprinted real
quick. I was like double jumping stairs and I was all over the place, and I got the frying pan and I got back up here and they're like, and you're eliminated. And I was like, I kind of saw that coming. I'm just so far from my kitchen. And it even looked like half the people were like filming in their kitchen. So that was unfortunate, but Team Adam did end up pulling out the win, so we didn't have to vote anyone out. This was like it felt like the first night where we could just chill and talk to each other and sort of just hang out for a bit and not have to get too deep into strategy and trying to vote people out. We were kind of speculating on what was going on in the other tribe, who they might vote out. All we heard is that Ron is a little more outspoken, so she might be a target, but we really don't have much to base it off of. And otherwise, there was something new called the Summit. We saw Holly and Schneidman go there. We weren't sure what happened because Holly just kind of left and was there, but when she came back to camp, she basically broke it down for us and was like, they had an offer to do a challenge, and if they took it, the winner would get a compass. And if they both didn't take it, they would both get an extra vote. And I believe that is what happened. That's at least what they told us. So we believe that Holly has an extra vote and Schneidman has an extra vote, which maybe he uses tonight at their crossroads. But thankfully tonight we just sort of got to hang out, get closer as a group and not have to vote anyone out. So yeah, great night all in all. Excited to figure out who they actually deserted at the crossroads. But until next time, I will catch you guys later. Thanks for your time.
Okay, day 4 in the books. I thought it was day 5, but I think I didn't count day 0, so it's actually day 4. But day 4 is in the books. I'm still here. I haven't embarrassed myself yet, so I'm a happy explorer. I actually won the challenge today. I won the challenge today. That was exciting. But we had the challenge today was a scavenger hunt. So I knew that I'm set up in a lot of ways for this challenge. I have a lot of shit. I have a lot of shit in this apartment. B, my apartment's pretty tiny, so it doesn't take a long time to get from one end to the other. So I knew I was pretty well set up for this challenge. I did not expect to win, but I am very glad that I did. I didn't get anything out of it other than bragging rights and the excitement of winning, but I did that. You should have seen me though. Like in my mind, I feel like I looked like Wu running away from Spencer in that season of Survivor, like just dodging through the jungle, running down my hallway, dodging things. No, I think I actually look like Bull in a china shop. I was running into everything, trying to jump over things. I go into like kind of animal mode when I'm in an adrenaline rush challenge, and I don't really think about what I'm doing. So when clock came up, I knew that the only clock in my apartment was the alarm clock in our room that's plugged into the wall, so I just kind of ripped it. I knocked over the nightstand and made a whole big mess that I had to later clean up, but I got it. I got it. But yeah, so that was fun. And then after that was kind of chill actually. We went back to camp and we didn't really leave camp. We didn't have any chores to do or anything, so we just stayed all together talking and chatting, and it wasn't really a ton of alliance building, unfortunately. I feel like I still haven't really solidified any good alliances, but it was some relationship building, so that's good. So getting to know people and kind of repairing some of the awkwardness after the last round where we had to like actually go at people and vote people out, so that was good. Yeah, I think that's everything for day 4. Thanks.
Tonight was super fun and actually very low-key, believe it or not. Our challenge today, we started out quickly with the challenge for a scavenger hunt, and I just like couldn't stop myself from beaming the entire time. I'm very competitive. I like that sort of like thing where Jonathan tells us what we have to do, and then immediately like I know where to go, I know what to grab. And I didn't bring home, I wasn't the bringer of the win for us, but I think I helped our team morale in terms of like getting through the challenge, and we did end up winning, so I'm very proud of my other team members, and I think Team Adam really did a great job tonight. Post the challenge, we really didn't have to worry about voting anybody off right away because we weren't going to Crossroads, so we got the chance to sort of talk a little bit more, both about like, what we're watching on TV, sort of like more superficial things, all the way down to some more serious conversations that I really appreciate that my team members felt like they were able to share with me. And that really brought out the real world social aspect of this game, in that, yes, I'm playing a game, and yes, I'm, to some extent thinking of my teammates and the people on the other team, even as players on a chessboard, as pieces on a chessboard. But I also have to keep in mind that these are real people, and their real stories actually affect me when I hear them, and they make me, want to work with people because I empathize with their history, with their, current situation, and that human aspect is not something that you can remove from these games, and it's something that I really appreciated getting to see tonight. But overall, I just feel like the slower pace for Team Adam tonight was super great for me. The Secret Summit visit that Holly went for with Janet and Schneidman was exciting. I tend to believe Holly that she said that it was like she was randomly chosen and she doesn't really know why, and why Schneidman was there and why Janet was there. I believe that this game throws us enough twists and turns that could totally be legitimate, that she didn't know why she was there. But I find it a little suspicious that neither of them had to do anything to get an extra vote. That seems like maybe if Holly's covering up anything, it's maybe that situation, why she got an extra vote. I will say I'm very grateful that she shared it with the team, and it sounds like she's at least open to talking about using it for the team moving forward, whether we, rendezvous, whether we have a party swap. That's good to know that she wants to continue to work with everybody here. At least that's what she'll say, and that's all we can go on at this point. But I think this puts Team Adam in a really good place moving forward, and going into the next night, I think that we'll be even stronger as a group of 8, and I hope that continues to work out for us in challenges.